Welcome back, everyone, to episode 342 on Roadium Radio. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody on the live, everybody who decided to, not to be on the live. Those that are on the live that are throwing tomatoes at me, much love and respect to you guys. You guys are the ones that make this show happen. So thank you guys. Everybody who liked, comment, subscribed, everybody who unsubscribed, everybody who disliked, it doesn't matter. You guys are still watching. So you guys, once again, are the ones who make this show possible. The reason why we're going a little bit late, we were supposed to go on at 8 and then 9 and then technical difficulties because we found out that there was a raccoon that bit the wires for our internet. So we had to get my Uncle Chewy to come over here and fix it. So we just put a Band-Aid around it and we're ready to go. So if anybody sees that raccoon, shoot his ass. But other than that, you know what? We're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. We're not going to waste any more time. We're not going to waste any of your time. So make sure you get a Modelo because it's Modelo time. And we're going to have a good show tonight, okay? So finish up your top ramen. And we're going to start drinking with you guys in just a little bit. So other than that, I'm going to introduce to you guys the one and only Juan Gotti. How you doing, my brother?
Man, I'm blessed. Thank you for having me, brother.
Well, you know what, man? It's a blessing to have you here. You know, I've heard a lot about you. Since this podcast has started, a lot of people have always asked me, when are you going to get Juan Gotti? Okay? Man. I'm dead serious when I say that. I don't lie for likes like other people, okay? So.
I feel you.
Yeah, man. But other than that, brother, you know what? Today is Saturday. We usually have our shows on Sunday. But if I'm correct, you just flew in today.
Yes, sir.
How was your day been going?
It's been beautiful. When we got here first thing I said, we were riding. There's no scenery like California scenery. I was like, we don't have this in Houston, man.
Yeah.
We don't have this out in Texas. Y'all are very fortunate to be out here. Just the atmosphere and the vibe out here that y'all got is authentic.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, and many places try to mimic LA.
Yeah.
And take a piece back home with them. You guys got something.
Thank you, man. You know, the very first time I went to Texas, we had our first tour in 1992 in Texas. We had like a 15-day tour. We went to Corpus. We went to, Beaumont, Texas. We went to Houston, Texas, Fort Worth. We went to Dallas. We went to a lot of places. But I started noticing back then, going out there in early 90s, one of the questions that was always asked by me, because not only did I produce my High C's first album, but I DJ'd a lot for him, DJ Quick, Second to None, AMG, okay? But since I was the only Latino, I was the only Mexican in the whole camp, they would always ask me the questions out there in Texas. Hey, is it true that you guys out there, smoke each other for a color of a rag? And I immediately wanted to say no, and then I thought, well, yeah.
It's kind of everywhere, bro.
Yeah, but like they were like, so is that real? Like, I was like, yeah, there's Crips and Bloods, and then there's, you got Sureños, then you got Norteños, red and blue, same thing. And I'm like, why? I guess I never really thought about it like that, but it is what it is, bro.
Yeah, it's cool. Like in Texas, the culture is a little different, especially in Houston, man. It's such a mixed culture. It's like the black and brown thing fused really hard down there, to the point that they ended up with their own like side lingo, like just the cultures talked about a lot about there's the slabs and the swangers, and it's just a lot of cool stuff came out of it. DJ Screw, which is, I don't know if a lot of people know about him.
Yeah.
He was a DJ that used to slow down records like they do for the cumbias that they got right now.
Yeah.
Cumbias rebajadas. Well, that's where the origination came from DJ Screw. Actually, I screwed and chopped Ramon Ayala, Trago de Amargo Licor, on one of my songs. Man, I had to, bro. And after that, then I started seeing a lot more of the rebajada sound. Well, that's what they call it.
Yeah.
Screw music.
Okay.
Not screw music, but like tornillo.
Right.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this, and maybe you can help me out with this. When did Screw become very popular? Like, do you know, like around what time did he come out? When did he start?
Like around, I'm saying 87, 89, 90, those eras right there.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
He was early. Yeah, because I'm old, bro. But
Yeah.
I was in high school when all that started. And I would hear my homeboys are like, man, what's wrong with that dude's radio, bro? It's broke or something. You know?
Right.
Because it sounded all like it's slow. All you're, but it's cool. It's a cool way, but I just would trip out on it. I at first I couldn't comprehend like what's so appealing about this.
Yeah, but it was his own style. Like,
Well, no, bro, not just that. It's I laugh because but it's not nothing funny. It's the lean culture over there.
oh shit.
Yeah, the promethazine, that's the whole scene. And the promethazine's base is the poppy seed. So it's just another form of heroin.
Holy
That's all
shit.
it is. Yes, sir. What it is, it's a cura, but you pour it in your drink and you sip it, poquito por poquito,
Yeah.
y te pega. And you're all,
Andas pendejo.
yes, sir. Just the same way if you would have una buena tirada, ¿me entiendes? But that, yeah, and that, when you're all leaned out like that, and then you hear the music, all the bajada, it sounds, well,
Oh,
it sounds, yeah, that's when the music sounds cool. That's when it's kicking, because, like, the whole high of it is to fight when you're nodding off, just to fight it and stay awake. So now you're, like, almost damn near hallucinating and seeing stuff.
Fuck.
Yeah, and then you're hearing this stuff all slow, and this chop, pop, pop, hombre, a viaje.
Oh shit.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad
That's
you
where it
shared
came
that,
from.
bro.
Yes, sir.
You know, it's funny, man, because okay, I seen a guy on Lean one time, and he was just like chilling, like and I was thinking to myself, like, I'm trying to make sense of it, porque yo ni fumo marijuana. I don't even smoke weed. I don't smoke cigarettes. Never took dope, un toque, never did nothing, none of that shit. I just drink, okay?
Thank God.
And this guy was all fucked up, and then I said, who would want to do that? You know? And then he knocked the fuck out, and I'm like, bro, sleep is free, you know? Like, I'm trying to understand it, but at the same time, I grew up with motherfuckers that were tecatos, that were fucking sherm heads, and they're just like fucking zombies, and I just never understood that. But you know what? Hey, you know what? If that tickles your fancy and that's what you want to do, that's all good. But I understand the music now. You know,
Yes.
so that's dope, man. Nobody ever educated me on that. People just always told me about DJ Screw this, DJ Screw that.
Well, when they talk about drink, you
Okay.
know, like you hear all these Main Street rappers, Lil Wayne, Paul Wall, whatever. Everybody was talking about drink, but that's all it was, man. Was another form of it was drink, it was syrup, but it's heroin based. So once you sip it like 2 or 3 times, it turns into a habit.
No
You know,
shit.
like, yeah, just like if you were hitting it or smoking it, whatever, you get the after effects and
Wow.
you start geeking, man. So people were having like withdrawals from sipping lean. So the culture got big because you couldn't stop. So, you know, las malías, bro.
Wow.
Yes,
Now let me
sir.
ask you, did you ever try it?
Me?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, a couple times, but it wasn't for me.
Was it any good?
Man, I'm not gonna lie, it made me very sluggish. And I wasn't, man, I don't mind getting high and being cool and mellow, but I don't want to be slow and off balance,
Right.
unalert. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Because you see a lot of the things that were happening in Houston too were like it was on the news. You find these dudes that were running into poles and cars and houses and stuff, all messed up on lean, driving, man, wrecking cars. Like,
Can you actually drive with that shit?
you're not supposed.
Oh, you're not supposed to. Okay.
But yeah, people were out there just because they were wilding out, man. It was just the scene that and people like to this day still think that it's cool,
Wow.
man. Yeah, when people need to grow up, man, and see what the reality of it is. It's harmful, no matter to whatever race you want to call it. It's not, because heroin ain't got no color on it. It's
Right.
just,
Exactly.
you know.
Yeah.
And it was doing people really bad out there, bro. And thank God that we can be educated now
Yeah.
and know what's up and make your own choice now if you want to go that route or not. But know that there's a price to pay. And we all thought it was cool when I was younger. Like, Man, because they're coming out with cassettes, dog. Like, well, that's when cassettes were popping. And every week. No, hombre, ni hablo inglés bien, güey. Y'all forgive me, man.
Maybe you're on that Mexican drink.
It's piña. Oh, fresca. Bro, yeah, and every week he'd come out with a cassette. And I'd have see my homeboys jamming it, and later on, we got to get some drinks to really get the effects of it and really feel it. Man, well, that's how you got drawn into the culture, and, you know,
right.
A lot of people got stuck there. Thank God that, we're not there now.
Yeah, thank God we're not there now.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
You know, it's funny, man, because 1992, I was at a club. I don't even know if it was actually a club or it looked more like a hall with a bar. It was called the Palladium in Houston, Texas.
Oh, man, I remember that club, bro.
Yeah, I still have video of performing there.
What?
Yeah, EPMD was headlining. DOS Effects was there. Father MC and you know, me and my crew. And we were backstage. Scarface was there, you know, Ghetto Boys. Willie D wasn't there, but we saw him after. But Bushwick Bill was there. Rest in peace, Bushwick Bill.
Yes, bro.
So Scarface is sitting there, and he had some Lokes on, bro, and he was high as fuck, and he was in our dressing room. So I just told him, hey, man, you know what? I like your album. That was the album We Can't Be Stopped with My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me.
That was a jam,
yeah,
bro.
and I go, bro, like, how did you guys come up with that shit? That's what I said. And you know what that motherfucker told me, bro?
What, bro?
We were all on Sherm.
Oh, my God, man.
So I thought that one was a wicked story, but you topped it. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that's man. May he have a better life right now. My homeboy ESG from Texas. Yeah, he was filmed. I hope you don't get mad at me saying this, bro. I love you, ESG, but they got you on film, all tripping, bro. And yeah, man, thank God that people grow from that and you learn and you become a better person sometimes. Because some of us got to go through it, man. My dad used to tell me there's two types of people in this world, mijo. And I never understood him because I was the second one. The first one was people that are told and understand with words. And the second one are people that won't listen and only understand with action. When they run into the wall, man, then something bad's got to happen to them in order for them to say, "Oh, it's hot."
Yeah.
And that was it. And God forgive me that I had to be the latter, but that's just what it was, man.
But we learned from it, you know. Another thing that I wanted to ask you was, where originally is Juan Gotti from? Let's start from there.
Oh boy. Well, shout out to my mom, Yolanda. She's from Piedras Negras, Coahuila, the frontera of Eagle Pass. And I'm born in Eagle Pass, the frontera, the border. But when I was younger, my dad moved to Galveston, Texas first, because I was born on this side, my family was able to get papers. Okay. My mom asked permission that I be born on this side, and they were like, yeah, he can be born on this side.
And you said your mom was from where again?
Piedras Negras, Coahuila.
Coahuila?
Yes, sir.
You're the first person that I've ever heard pronounce that correct, and I'm going to tell you why. Because my mom and dad are from Torreon, Coahuila.
What?
Yes, bro.
Torreon's badass, dog.
Yeah, man. So when I heard you say that, I'm like, okay. Okay, now where's your dad from? Is he from out here, or is he?
Nah, he's from Coahuila también, yeah.
Okay, so they came over here, you were born here, and so you were raised in Texas?
Yes, I was raised in Houston.
Houston, Texas. Okay. Did you guys ever move around, or were you always in Texas?
Nah, well, for when I was younger, I got a chance to visit a lot of my people and do like some traveling. Like, well, when I was 16, man, I was real bad into breakdancing, and I know it's gonna sound funny, but I wanted to be a DJ, bro. So I kept on begging my mom, and well, my people didn't have the feria, so they were like, why don't you go to work with your primos during the summer, man? They go up north to, go work in the fields, and you can make some money and you can buy what you want. So I was like, man, I had never just really left the house to go to work. And when I left to go to work, we went to Rupert, Idaho, man. and I was working in the sugar beets, which is el betabel, the potatoes. I did beans because we were doing this by the acre, hitting the hole in the Aggie. Man, it was fun times. I ain't gonna lie, but I was a migrant worker for a little bit until I was able to collect my DJ stuff for a couple of years. So I got to see part of that, and then I never thought I'd be traveling around after that because I threw a skip party one time when my dad was at work, and man, I had a bunch of people in my house. I didn't expect it to be this good. But it was raining, and I didn't think my dad was going to come home, and he came home, man. He busted everybody in my house. So he's tripping, right? And I see him, and I know this dude used to box. He was going to beat my ass, dog.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, y'all deal with him. I'm gone. So I ran out the back. Yeah, because I already knew I was in trouble. I knew it. My dad was a Pentecostal minister. And and he did not play that, man.
So you're a PK. Preacher's kid, homie.
Yes, sir. I'm blessed because I'm that. I was able to pick up some knowledge, about the Bible and learn about.
But that
Jesus.
day, he was about to lay hands on you.
Yes. Oh my God, I caught the Holy Spirit, bro. I promise, I was speaking in tongues all the way out that door, bro. For real, I was like, and when I hit the other side, I was so grateful. Hallelujah, Lord, I'm free, because he was gonna kill me, bro.
Yeah.
Anyways. I don't come home for about a week. Now my parents are looking for me. Juan, ¿dónde andas? And this and that. Tell them to come home.
Yeah.
I come home and all my DJ stuff's destroyed. Wow, what could I expect out of them? Like, he was
La música del
yeah.
diablo.
But yeah, man, when that's some of my travel experiences when I was younger.
Now let me ask you this, because I started DJing. First time I went to a club, I was 11 years old, and I knew at that time that's what I wanted to be. I learned from the best. You know what? And I'm going to say this. God has truly, truly blessed me, bro, to put me in the right path with the right people to learn from, okay? There was a guy that walked, my brother was DJing at a club in Long Beach right here on the east side of East Long Beach. It was just a straight, all insane Crip gang affiliated nightclub. Oh. And he was DJ on one night and then security the other night. Rest in peace, my brother Mario. He just recently passed away.
Rest in peace.
But he's the one that introduced me to DJing. So some guy walks in with an afro, asks, if he can cut it up. And as I told my brother, I said, hey, this guy wants to, because back then there was the main DJ and then there was the breaker. And the breaker was when my brother went to go take a break, he would fill in for like 15 minutes.
Simone.
So this guy went up there and he just, long story short, shocked me what he did with the turntables. And he ended up becoming my mentor. That's Joe Cooley from Roadium, Joe Cooley.
What?
Yes, bro.
Everlasting bass.
That's him, bro.
Man,
that's him,
bro.
So he's the one that taught me. So now, but you said you had equipment. Do you remember what kind of equipment you had? Because my first turntables were not the 1200s.
Mine either. I had the Geminis.
Okay, the Geminis. What kind of mixer did you have? Do you remember?
Yeah, back it was a Radio Shack.
Realistic mixer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's all I could. Well, I was young, and that was
that's all we can afford.
Yes.
Yeah.
But with that and my double cassette recorder, no, me lo olvidaste, bro.
Yeah, the double cassette recorder. Yeah, dub me a tape, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Man, those were good times.
Really, really good times, because you know what? Shit costs money, okay? And now you can have turntables on a cell phone or on a laptop if you want. But back then you had to buy turntables. I remember when I bought my first 1200, they were used. But I bought both of them for $250 a piece. I bought them for this one guy. They were thrashed, but I needed 1200s, Yeah. Then bought Radio Shack. I think they were called MK3 needles from Radio Shack. I bought those, and then I had my little mixer. But I got really good, bro. I got really good. I was blessed and fortunate to do what I do and get paid for what I did and travel, I still remember, quick question, I have to say it this way, because the first time I played in front of 14,000 people was in Houston, Texas, okay? At I think it was the basketball arena, or it was a stadium that we played. EPMD, Chubb Rock, Daz Effects, a lot of people were
like
performing.
The Astro Arena?
I think that's what it was.
Astro Arena?
Yeah. And a sound check, what I did, I went ahead and started scratching, okay? And they just had it on the monitor. So I asked the guy, can you put it on the big speakers? And he was like, yeah. So we put it on. So I was going to sound. And when I went, that motherfucker was, I was like, okay, I fucking made it then. That's all I wanted to. I just wanted to hear myself scratch on the big speakers, bro. But yeah. So now, how long did you DJ for before your dad thrashed your shit?
Man, I got about a good year and a half out of it before I made my mistake.
Okay.
Which I shouldn't have been doing, because, like, man, come on, bro. Like, at that time, I was feeling the victim. Oh, man, I worked so hard. But now that I'm older, I understand that I shouldn't have never put my pops in that position where he had to make that decision, that be so angry that he had to break my stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I should have respected my home more.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, God forgive me, but I hadn't matured like that in order to take accountability for all the stuff that I do. Like, a lot of us do that, man. You got to grow into accepting the fact that you did some things to cause what happened to you in your life, even some bad stuff, but some of your decisions after a certain amount of time, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It just adds up to that. And, bro, I had to learn to be accountable for a lot of stuff that I did. Oh, man, I was lucky because I had one of them cool pops, man, that wasn't tolerating nothing. But that taught me to be a better man, because I had a cool example. You know, like, one thing I'm going to say about my pops, he was always working. That's one thing that I'll always remember, that, man, where is this dude? When, you know, only I'm like, ¿está trabajando tu papá todavía?
Yeah.
Man, he's working late, and then he come home, eat a little bit, and then crash out and wake up early and do it all over again. So that was my example of how a man's supposed to be.
Absolutely.
Like, no matter what kind of job you got, you're supposed to hit it hard, bro.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, man. Yeah. But it wasn't 2 years that I picked up that, oh, man, that's where I got my work ethic from.
Absolutely,
from this
yeah.
dude that I was mad at for being mad at me for the stuff that I did to him.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, I started growing up, being accountable, and like, man, well, my pops ain't here, but sometimes I wish I could ask him, man, I know I messed up, bro. Man, let me make it.
Oh, we both feel that way, bro. My mother and my father are not here. And let me tell you something. it never, I'm going to say this, the pain never goes away, but it just gets a little better to deal with, you know.
Man, every day gets a little easier, you know.
Yeah.
It's never going to be like, man, that was my dad. You ain't never going to not miss a void there. That's the man that gave you life. But every day with time, it just eases on you.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you this. You have a rap name. What was your DJ name? Did you have a DJ name?
Yeah, bro. Man, it was, man, it's funny, bro, because I was young. I was 16. It was Sir J Nice.
Sir J Nice?
Yeah, DJ Sir J Nice.
Sir J Nice. Okay.
Yeah, my name was Juan.
I can dig it.
Yeah,
okay.
and I was, I got it from the Rap-A-Lot dude, Sir Rap-A-Lot.
Okay.
Sir Rap-A-Lot, Sir J Nice. And I thought it was cool
okay.
when I was younger. Well, it's like my rap name now, bro, Juan Gotti. I'm doing an album to try to change that, because, like, now after all these years, I'm like, man, bro, when I was younger, I don't know why I chose Gotti. I should have been Gachos, man, Juan Gachos, because that's more Chicano. That's more my personality. Now that I think about it, I'm like, God, he's Italian, bro. I'm not even, man, we're not close to that, bro. And,
it's all good.
Yeah, so now I'm like, you know what? This new album that I'm dropping right now,
right?
I'm gonna entitle it Juan Gotti, and let's see if we can bury. No, I'm entitled, man. Them edibles that I took earlier are kicking in. I'm gonna entitle it Juan Gachos, and we're gonna see if we can't get rid of Juan Gotti. Oh, shout out to Carolyn Rodriguez. We're out here shooting a video for her.
We're gonna get to that.
Oh, yeah,
we're gonna get to that. Okay. Now, since you shared your DJ name, I have to share mine. Okay. Mine was Booty. My shit was whack as fuck. That shit probably lasted about a month and a half. Okay. Okay. Joe Cooley was Joe Cooley, King of Scratch. That's what his name was. That was a cool name. One guy, not only did he teach me, but I used to mimic Dr. Dre's. Remember Dr. Dre's in Surgery?
Yeah.
Okay, that record? Okay. So I said, okay, Joe Cooley's king of scratch. I like the scratch part. And then Dr. Dre, I like his shit. So why not Dr. Scratch?
That's not bad, bro. That's not bad at all.
No, that's horrible. That is
better
bad.
than Sir J. Nice, bro.
Come on. It's horrible.
My brother.
So that shit lasted for about a month and a half. And then I got my first DJ gig at a hall. Because I started at backyards first, and then hall parties, and then eventually nightclubs, and then eventually fucking stadiums, you know, when I started to travel. But so this one guy, the promoter, says, I'm going to put you on the flyer, bro. I like the way you get down. You know, what's your name? And I almost said Dr. Scratch, but I said, I'll get back to you on that one. And he said, you don't have a DJ name? And I said, no. And he goes, okay, well, think of something. And I said, all right. And I thought about my fourth grade teacher. And she's probably not even alive, but Miss Van, that was it. And she called me Tony A because there was 4 Tonys. There was Tony A, Tony B, Tony M, Tony O in that class. So she had to call everybody Tony A, because every time we said Tony, everybody said what? Okay. So I finally just said, okay, everybody just calls me Tony A. And he said, okay, I'll just put that. So we did. And then I got with my manager, like when I was 18 years old, and that Tony A one was I was 16. And then when I was 18, he tells me, hey, I want to give you a dope DJ name. And I said, Steve, you know, go ahead, whatever. I don't care. So then he calls me up, a Japanese guy, and he tells me, hey, it's going to be TT Wizard. And I'm like, what the fuck is TT Wizard? The Turntable Wizard. And I said, well,
that's not bad.
Yeah, but I said, okay, why a wizard? He goes, because they're quick. I go, how is a wizard quick, bro? You know, so I just said, okay, Steve. So I ran with the Tony A, the wizard. So that's his.
Turntable Wizard.
That's it, bro.
Bro, that's a badass story.
I didn't like it though, man. So, you know, but yeah.
Man, that's awesome, dog.
Thank you, bro. But yeah, rest in peace to Steve. He's the one that gave me that name. He's responsible for that. So when I used to go meet people, how you doing? I'm Tony A. Oh, Tony A the Wizard. Yeah, that's me.
Bro, that's crazy.
So, but okay, now, so your first rap name, was it always Juan Gotti?
Yeah, it was. Well, actually, nah.
Okay, give it to us.
Oh man, I can't do that, bro. It's not a cool name.
Come on, man. I'm over here confessing.
It was yeah, I know, bro. Man, and that's not right of me. But all right, I'm gonna tell you. And Shadow, Grimm's brother, is where you're at. Shout out Shadow, because he's always reminding me of this. My first rap name was Big Rome.
Big Rome, okay.
Big Rome.
Okay, explain.
Well, Rome became because I had a cap that said my last name is Ramos.
Okay.
And I wore it out so much that piece of the A came off, and it looked like a row, like a O, and it like Ramos. But some dude like would call me Rome, and since I was a tall teenager,
yeah,
like Big Rome, Big Rome. No, it's Ramos one. No,
oh, okay.
That's where it came from.
And how long did you have that name?
Oh, not too long, bro. Like maybe I'd say maybe about 4 months, 5 months, and that was it.
Now let me ask you this. Well, let's go back a little bit. At what point in your time, how old were you when you decided to take this rap thing serious? Were you always writing as a kid?
I wasn't. Well, let me share this about myself with people. First, I was and always have been a tattoo artist. Mm-hmm. I started tattooing when I was 16, man. So by the time I was given the opportunity to get into music, I was working in a tattoo shop, man. And that's always been my first passion, man. Like now I can integrate what I do with like I have a show coming up and I'll get there like a couple of days early and I'll tattoo my fans, you know. That's my
no
family.
shit.
Yes, sir. Cause bro, anyways, before I get off topic, what were we talking about?
No, as far as I was asking you, it's okay. You told me that I asked, how old were you when you decided to take this rap thing seriously?
Yes.
Then you said you were a tattoo artist. But you know what? Before we get there, I like that you're bringing these things up because this part I didn't know about you. What inspired you to be a tattoo artist? Was it a certain friend?
Yes.
Okay.
In high school, I had an art class, and one of my homeboys would always see I was I'm getting good grades in art because that's what I've been drawing my whole life. And he went and he told his brother had just come home from the pen and he had a tattoo gun, a homemade one, and he told his brother, find somebody that can draw.
Right.
Because he just wanted to get some tattoos. So he told me, and I went over their house, and homeboy showed me how to use a homemade tattoo machine, and I just, from there, I wouldn't say I got hooked, but I kind of did.
Uh-huh.
And I've been tattooing ever since.
How old were you when you got your first tattoo, and which one was it?
It was well, we all make mistakes.
This is gonna be good.
Yeah. My first tattoo was a mistake. I got my girl's name right.
I knew it.
Man.
I knew it.
And then the second mistake was trying to cover it up.
What, you should have just put void or something,
Man, at that time, we didn't have red ink like that. We were in the hood. And the ink that we had wasn't good either, bro. So, like, we did the name, and then I tried to cover it up, and then it just popped up underneath it. And it just made it worse.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
what was her name?
Now,
well, okay, you don't have to. I don't want to give her no clout.
It's okay.
I don't give her no clout.
It's a old high school girlfriend. Man.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Do you think it's wise for men to get their women's name on their body?
I'll be honest with you, man. As a tattoo artist in the industry, 80% of the couples that get the partner's name tattooed on them usually come back for a cover-up, man.
That's what I've been told.
Yes, sir. 80% of the work that I've done on people where I've tattooed the names myself, I'll have the couples coming back at different times, and they'll come back and they'll ask for a cover-up. Yeah, it didn't work out. And that time I was in love or whatever, feeling a certain type of way. But, and we all do it. We're all human, man. We all fall in love. So I understand that for sure. When you got certain emotions for another individual, you want to express it. And this is a form of showing that, hey, I'm down for you,
Right.
But sometimes you got to think it through sometimes,
Do you ever tell them, like, let's just say I go up to you, hey, man, I'm trying to get my girl's name, Consuelo, over my heart. So I'm going to ask you, what do you think, man? Think I should?
Nah, I'll tell them what I just told you right now. Bro, 80% of the people that I tattoo people's names on them usually come back for a cover-up.
Wow.
And then I'll just pause and I'll let them think about it,
Right.
And then if they decide, yeah, I still want it, but then here you go.
There you go.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm going to make it hard to cover
but
up.
But 80%, that's...
Yeah, it's bad, bro.
Okay, Alex, you know what? Let's put on the poll right there. Would you get your girl's name tattooed on your body? Okay, and then we'll come back 15 minutes and then we'll ask.
Have you seen the trend where the chicks are getting the dudes' names tattooed on their forehead?
That's a new trend?
Oh, my God. They got this, I wouldn't say stupidest or dumbest, but they're tripping. These people are tripping nowadays. What's up with that, man? When I was growing up, we didn't have all that crazy mess, bro. We didn't have, when I was growing up, shit, we didn't have cell phones where GPS where you needed to go. The only way we knew to go was like, your homeboy had to tell you, look, you go down this street, when you see the tree with the red trash can next to it, you make a right. But if you go and you see a yellow truck, you went too far, come back. That was our GPS, man.
Right, it's true.
And
very true.
Now the generation nowadays, they're blessed, man. They got these things, hand computers.
Hey,
man.
Being a kid, we would have never thought we would have had one of these in our hands.
Never, bro. Oh my God, what I would have done with this?
This was like some Star Trek shit to us, bro.
Yes, man. Lord Jesus. Yeah, it changed the whole narrative of how people relate. Like, I was asking one of my kids the other day, I was like, man, if you're on the phone all the time, how do you meet girls, man? How you speak game, bro? How because before we had to go outside and meet people. We in the park.
You had to talk.
Yes. And now they're just on the phone. They're just texting. I was like, well, what do you do? Well, you got to show her that you can get a bunch of likes. I was like, oh, cálmate, bro. Yeah. They're just going too hard. This generation, I love you guys, man.
Yeah. You know, like I remember growing up in the 80s, if you met a girl, you had to go to the mall, okay? Then you walk up to them, you're all fucking nervous. You know what I'm saying? You introduce yourself. You got a couple of minutes to hit her up for her home number. Then if you don't have a phone at home, you got to go to the fucking phone booth.
Simon.
And hopefully her dad doesn't answer, because then you got to ask, you know, is Fabiola there? You know? And yeah, hold on, who's these? I was like, Tony. How do you know I just met her at the mall today, you know, and hopefully he doesn't hang up.
Or go beat her up for giving the phone. Bro.
Yeah, you know.
Welcome.
Yeah, now, and then you go out with a girl for a couple of times for about a month, and hopefully at the end of the month, you could probably kiss her goodnight. Okay? Today, I'm sorry to say, on the same day that you meet a girl on social media, you could probably get her to send you a pic, if you know what I mean.
Man, bro. That's so sad, bro. Look what the world come to, man. Like, bro, I don't know if you watch a lot of this stuff, but I'm going to ask real discreetly because, like,
Go ahead.
they be censoring and watching stuff. I believe in the I'm only going to say it to this death. I believe in that shadow government conspiracy. I believe in, now they're coming out with the disclosures somewhat of aliens and the existence. I believe they're hiding a lot of stuff from us. Like, I believe we have a firmament, like it says in the Bible, and we've never been to space. God, man, the rabbit hole gets deep. I believe in the Anunnaki, that there was civilizations before ours, that there was a great flood that wiped out how things were. And we're just barely restarting again. And a lot of stuff that we see that we can't explain, like the pyramids and stuff like that, that was another civilization before ours that was more advanced. And they were like, that energy was pure energy. It wasn't like, well, man, I'm getting deep now. I better chill.
I think you're on the wrong podcast, because we usually talk about that on Freaky Tales podcast.
Oh, man, bro.
But I talk all my paranormal shit right there.
Man, I love that stuff, bro.
Yes,
like,
yes. Okay, but now let me ask you, are you a flat earther?
I can't lie, bro. Yes, I am.
Really?
Yes.
Juan Gotti's a flat earther.
Yes.
All right.
I believe that. And this is just my belief. This is not
Right.
going against anybody. But when I'm up in those airplanes, man, and all I can see is just everything flat, no curvature. You know, all right, I'll take that. I ain't tripping. That's just what my eyes see.
You know what? Next time you get on a plane, you know how you walk in and see the pilot and they're greeting you? Ask him, can I ask you a question? And record him. Because that's what I've been doing. Is the Earth round or flat? And all of them have told me it's round.
It's round?
That's what he told me. Maybe it's round and flat like a pizza. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, man, I believe that whatever the Earth is doesn't matter, man.
Right.
I believe that what matters is, why are you here on this earth? Like, why are you here? Why are we here? You know, we are here to experience life, man, to try to bring up our vibration, the soul, your entity. Because, like, I'll ask, like, let me give you an example, bro. Like, let me say this word says taqueria, right? And I'm telling you it says taqueria, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, I want you to say this word, taqueria, like how I said taqueria, but say it in your head, man. On the count of 2, I want you to say it in your mind. 1, 2.
I did it before that, but yes.
Okay.
Taqueria.
Now, this is that was your spirit. Because you heard a voice, but you didn't talk.
Right.
Your ears didn't hear sound, but you still heard that voice. You still heard taqueria loud, and
of course.
You understood it.
Right.
That's your being, bro. That's what we all are. That's the energy that lives, man. That's what God is, man. That's the God particle in us. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to get deep in it like that, because I'm not what you would call a religious person.
Right.
I'm more spiritual, because religious is the thing that everybody be arguing about. Like, Man, and God ain't about arguing, bro. God's about union, man. What can you do for your fellow man? Because in this life, majority of the times, we learn too late that it ain't all about us. Because that's how I was, man. Like, for the longest, I couldn't see past my own mistakes or my own faults and not accept them for what they were. And I never wanted to blame up, but this is my own story.
Right.
And I never wanted to take accountability. So by the time I finally, all that started kicking in, it just was a spiritual enhancement that everybody needed, man. Well, not everybody, but well, I needed. But I speak it as like I need to chill with this weed stuff, man.
You got to switch it up over there, Alex.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
but yeah, I believe that our God essence is supposed to help the other energies around you in order to build the karma that you're going to take with you when you pass on. You know, like I believe that that's what you are, man. The Bible says you can judge a tree by its fruit, which means you can tell what people are just by what they do, what comes out of their mouth, what they speak. You can tell, oh, this dude's bad just by what he does and what comes out of his mouth, you know?
Yeah.
You can judge that. Well, most people can. Some people are so messed up today, they'd be like, oh, no, that boy lit. No, he's not. He's messed up, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't act like that.
Now, sometimes it's just better to remain silent and let people expose themselves because, like what you were saying, because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. It's going to come out.
Yes.
You know, if something good is in here, something good's going to come out. If you have shit in here, shit's going to come out, bro. That's the way it is. And believe it or not, I stay away from shitty people.
Yes, bro. Majority of the times, people that are doing worse than you got to remember, people that are doing worse than you are quick to judge you and criticize you. Because a man that's doing better than you and you do something is not going to care or bother him at all.
Yeah.
So majority of the people that are doing that are people that are doing worse. You know?
Winners don't hate on losers.
Exactly, bro. And you can't yell to a man on the 5th floor from the all getting on
From the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro,
All right. Okay. Let me reel you back in. Okay. Now, so you started tattooing at a young age.
Yes, sir.
Now, what would you say? What was it that inspired you, or who was it that inspired you to pick up the mic?
Man, I'm not gonna lie. The person that showed me how to write and sat down with me was a friend of mine named SPM, South Park Mexican. I had just gotten out of the pen, man. I had done a couple of years, and I ran across him at a show. He had an artist that's well to this day named Low G, and I was tattooing on Low G. And one time, Low G invited me to a show. He's like, "Come on, Juanito, come check it out." And I didn't know that SPM was a friend of mine from high school because he looks different. We used to call him Koi. And when I seen the cassette covers of this dude named SPM, he was this chubby dude with a goatee and bald-headed that I didn't know because when I met him, he had this little wavy curl right here and he was real skinny. And
That little wavy curl like Macho Camacho?
yeah,
Remember him?
Man. Well, his sister Sylvia was a hair designer. She was going to hair school, and she'd always experiment on Lois, man. He always had different haircuts. So that's what. So by the time I ran across him again, I didn't know who. I thought he's just SPM. And then when I seen him at the show, he remembered me. He's like, "Juan, what's up, man? How you been?" And I was like, "Oh shoot, it's Coy, man. Hey, Coy, what's up, man?" And he was like, "God dang it." Because I told him, he's like, "How you been?" I was like, "Man, well, I just got out of the pen." And he's like, "Man, you got to quit doing that, bro. Like, man, you're better than that," or whatever. I was like, "Man, that's easy for you to say. You got a CD out right now or an album, and bro, I don't got none of that." He's like, "Nah, man, but really, you take it like that because you got it, you just don't know. And he's like, what he tell me? He's like, give me 3 days, bro. Chill. Just chill for 3 days, bro, and I'll teach you how to write. And I chilled, man. I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna try this, man. It can't hurt. I just got out the pen. It's either I try to learn something new or I go to the Texas Job Corp and start trying to find work.
Right.
Because at that time I'm on parole, and parole requires you to work or get a trade and go to school. So like, man, I gotta pick something. And this dude saying he'll teach me something sounds kind of cool. So I was like, man, all right, I'll see if I can learn something. And sure enough, I picked it up, man. And well, I sit here now, man.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I have like 2 questions about SPM.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to get all into it because when everybody wants their views and their podcast is dying, they want to bring him up for some reason, okay? I'm not going to do that. But I want to ask you, since you sat down with him and you work with him and you know the man, what is one thing that you think people should know about him? Something good, something maybe you took away from him that you can say, este me ayudó, he helped me, or what's something that you can say?
Well, something I can say, that I seen him help a lot of people. He just helped out a lot of people. Like in the Texas market, he helped out Kid Frost break that market back in Texas. Yeah, and the other day I seen Frost saying some stuff, but you know what? That's between him and Lois, and that's got nothing to do with me. So I'm staying away from anything that just ain't got nothing to do with me. But I've seen him give to he gave Baby Bash his start, in Texas. He brought him in and put him down on recording. He gave myself as an artist a chance when he had the platform and knew that he didn't have to share his platform, but he was open, come on, you can eat with me. Yeah. So that's one thing I'm always gonna give him, that he wasn't selfish like that. He let people eat with him, that I see a lot of people the crab in a bucket effect with our own, that, man, the dude just wasn't about that. He was always like, why you hating? And I didn't, for a while, for the longest, I didn't know what hating was until this dude said, oh, why you hating? And telling me that. And I was like, what the heck is a hater, bro?
Back then, we called it jealousy.
Yeah, man.
You're just jealous.
I didn't know what that was, man. You're just hating.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? I'm not hip to the lingo, bro. I've been in prison.
I know. I just learned lit. So you know what? But people are so quick to talk about SPM. Why isn't there enough people talking about what you just said, like the good qualities?
Because what I feel, bro, one thing is there's a lot of controversial material that a lot of people want to say they pull out on Los, man. Oh, he's this and that. But I was right there to see a lot of the stuff, and a lot of it is not factual, man. A lot of it is one dude wanting more views than the other dude. So a lot of stuff is just built up, man. Oh, I got this, I got that. But a lot of it is just for clout, because I'm like, dude, this isn't real, that's not true. And the dude had a good heart, man. And like any human being, he made a mistake. We all make mistakes, There's not a man here that's even watching this podcast that can say that you're the perfect, unsinful human being. We all fall short, man. All of us, myself included. And if you consider yourself any kind of a Christian human being, if you believe in Jesus, because I believe in Jesus, and he said to forgive, in order to be forgiven. So in order to start that, we can't be caught up in a lot of the stuff. God's gonna deal with people for a lot of stuff that none of us have ever seen, man.
Yeah.
So God's gonna deal with this man when he does. God's gonna deal with you. God's gonna deal with me for sure. All of us got our turn.
Now let me ask you this, okay? and this is my only second last question about him. Do you get tired of people asking you SPM questions?
Man, not well, kind of, because people have been asking me like forever a bunch of stuff. Like for the longest, they want to know when he was coming out and this and that, and I didn't have like a lot of info for him all the time. And when I would, I try to relate it, but most of the time, I'm trying to I'm trying to show people that SPM is my people's man, and he was good to me. But it's time for me to move on and be my own entity and be Juan, you know, who Juan Gacho is going to be Juan Gotti, the entity that I created. Because these are characters, bro. This is not who I like. It's not. It's part of me, but it's not me. This is writing, bro. It's entertainment, and people take it too far, man. Like some people, you do write about some of your life experiences, but for the most part, your life ain't that lit, bro. Like, god dang, it's not a movie, man. It happens over the period of time, you know? Yeah. And people get bought into that. Like, oh, this artist is like this or this or that. And they're following that, man, that trend.
Well, they believe social media, bro, because I know a bunch of dudes with blue check marks on their Instagram sleeping on their mom's couch, okay? And I know you're watching, okay? I know a bunch of dudes like that don't have no money, don't have no fucking car. Hit me up. Hey, bro, can you help me out? Hey, bro. And I'm like, bro, you got that blue check mark on me. You know?
Certified.
Yes.
But what I believe about social media is that it's a way for us to show the pretend life, man. Because like, we all have problems, but nobody really tries to expose or not expose or just show the side that they're a real human being.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be the greatest rapper. Everybody wants to have the bag. Everybody wants to be the coldest gangster. You know, like, come on, bro.
You know what I did one time? I think about 2 years ago. I was in Hollywood, and I saw this clean-ass BMW. And I don't really like BMWs. I would like more of a Mercedes, and I've only owned one Mercedes one time in my life. Okay, so it's not like I have a hot rod. Yeah. But I saw this BMW, and I told my homeboy, take a picture. And I knelt down next to it. And you know what I put? Everybody have a blessed day, and I hashtag not my car. Because I wasn't trying to front, bro. Yeah. I wasn't. Okay, remember MC Breed? And I said it the other day. He came out with Ain't No Future in Your Frontin'. Remember? Yes. Today's generation is fronting for a future.
Oh, my goodness, bro.
We have it backwards. Okay?
It's crazy. You're right. You're 100% right. Dave showed us that this is the way to be now, or, well, they showed this generation. This is the way to be now. And this is the norm when none of that is normal, man.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, now, let me ask you this. You dropped your first project, okay? For the people that may not know, what year was that?
It was in 2002 because I got nominated for a Latin Grammy because of it.
Okay. Can you share a little bit about that for those that are probably watching tonight for the first time, and this is the first time they're hearing of Juan Gotti?
Yeah. In 2002, I dropped my first album. It was called No Set Trippin', because I'm not about no gangs, no colors, or none of that. I'm about family and raising your kids. So it's my stuff is no set tripping, no gangs, no colors, nothing. And I got nominated. I sold enough where I got nominated for a Latin Grammy.
Congratulations, by the way, man.
Thank you, bro, man. Yeah. You know what's crazy? When it happened, I did get some exposure, but it wasn't like I didn't pursue it, man. Like, cause man, at that time I wasn't about none of that or seeing the opportunity. I was so engulfed in my life the way it was, bro. Like partying all the time, cause that's what I thought success was, man. Drinking all the time, high all day. You know, your bills are paid. You get and that's not life, bro. Life is your kids, man, your family, man. You know, the other stuff wears out and it'll wash away, man. The love and the memories you make with your people never will. You'll take those to your grave, my boy.
So you would have gotten nominated. So obviously the feedback must have been great on the streets, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I got picked up by WIA, Warner Electro Atlantic.
Yeah, I was distributed through WIA as well.
Yeah, well, at that time I was their first Latino rap artist.
That's dope.
Yeah, it was cool, man. It was a blessing, bro. It was an experience I went through, and I thank God I was able to experience it. And it was something that was part of my life, you know, like
Yeah.
being on Roadium Radio, man. I'm
Yeah.
blessed to be here, and it was a pleasure being here with you, man.
The
And
second album was for a Latin Billboard Award.
yes,
Second album, your John Ghetto album. Tell us about that.
yes, man, I keep forgetting about that. But yeah, my second album, John Ghetto, was nominated for a Billboard Award. That's where because we went to Miami for that. So yeah, I remember that.
That's dope, man. You know what? Like for you, how did it feel traveling, rapping, bro?
Oh, bro. Oh, let me share the story real quick. When I went to the billboards, we were so ghetto. It was 3 chairs, but 4 of us were trying to sit in 3 chairs because that's we're ghetto like that.
And you weren't going to sit on somebody's lap, right?
No, bro. We're trying to squeeze into. But the dude that was next to me was lean like a cholo, Kilo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was sitting right next to me, man. When that happened, we were there. And yeah, man, he was good people. Socialized, so chingo de respeto, was a cool cat. And I hope he's doing good, man. If he hears this, I hope you're doing good, bro. And God bless you, and that you have a very fruitful career, man. And your family's blessed as well. And anybody that's doing bad right now, I want to send you blessings as well, man. Because that's what we have the power to do, man. With your mouth, you have the power to either curse somebody or give them a blessing and open doors for them that God asks that you do,
Absolutely.
Send a blessing, bro.
Yeah.
Because like I said earlier, it takes a blessing to receive one.
Now, yes, and I agree with you. Now, when you started traveling and they told you you're going to be here, you're going to be there, and you go out there and you start rapping and the people start feeling it. Well, I'm not a rapper, so I have to ask that. I can answer it from a DJ perspective how it feels when you're up there cutting it up. But for a rapper, when you start traveling, knowing that this is your music, this is your album, they're digging it, how was that feeling for you, man? At the beginning stages of your career.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's surreal. Like, you can't believe it. I can't. At first, it was hard to accept because, like, I'm thinking to myself, this is how God humbles people. Because I'm thinking to myself, I haven't done nothing that's so special that these dudes got to have love for me. Why do these people have love for me, man?
Right.
Because I'm nobody perfect. I'm just, like Juan, man. And I'm only telling stories that Juan's lived through,
Right.
And for some reason, that seems to resonate with people, man. And God opens their heart to you, and he puts love in there for you.
Yeah.
And people end up reacting from that love, man, and it comes right back to you. And you see it in the people that go to your show, your fans. That's the response of how people resonate and vibrate with your music. So for all you artists that are out there that are like putting content in your music, it's cool, but you need to resonate good feeling, man, to people. Man, a lot of the stuff I've been hearing lately is like, I'm so sad, and I don't want to go there with it.
We can, because I like talking shit sometimes, bro. But okay, but now let me ask you this, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna twist your arm on this one. Okay, if I had to twist your arm, I'm gonna ask you this: out of all the songs you've recorded, is there one that you could say this one right here is my shit? This one song,
Man, bro, there is, but it's got a weird story behind it.
give it to us.
All right, bro. It's a song called "Mexican Inside of Me," bro.
Mexican Inside of Me.
Yeah, and
Okay.
this is what's strange. It's to this date is the song that I feel the most out of my whole catalog. Out of everything I've ever done, that's the one that I feel the most. But at the same time, the circumstances behind that song being made, it can never be duplicated. The way that song came out was my dad had just passed away, and it was like a day or something later after his funeral, and I wasn't trying to be sober, man. So I'm trying to, cover this pain, and I'm on Xanax, and I'm smoking, and I'm drinking, and I'm all messed up, bro. And that's all I remember about that night. That's it. So like 2 weeks later, one of the producers, his name is Block de Leon. He told me, "Hey, Gotti, I need space in my computer, man. You recorded a song like 2 weeks ago, and it's badass. But what are you gonna do with it, man?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What song?" He's like, "You remember you were in here in my studio? You were drinking and spilling everything." And I was like, "Man, bro, was it bad?" He's like, "Yeah, because you were out of there." And I was like, "Well, then the song can't be that good." And he's like, "No, bro, come check it out." So he plays it for me, bro. And I'm sitting there and I don't remember. So I'm hearing it now like somebody that hears it for the first time.
Yeah.
And I'm resonating with the song. I'm like, damn, who is this cat? And I'm like, damn, I'm telling him, I said it to myself, damn, this is me? This can't be me, bro. But under the circumstances of what I was going through, that's what I channeled out when I was all throw it off, man. That's what came out. And to this day, it came out the way it did you could feel some anger because I was angry, man, and I was hurt. And I was inebriated and all kind of things. And that's a situation I don't let myself get into no more. Like, I don't get messed up like that no more. And so it's going to be hard to duplicate that.
Right,
you know?
right,
So
right.
that's one of the stories.
All good. Here's what we're going to do. Really quick, we're going to bring Danny in. Okay, come on in real quick. Got some special announcements. But before we get to what he's going to say, just make yourself comfortable right there. I want you to promote the Carolyn Rodriguez project that you guys are working on.
Yes, sir.
You know.
I don't think, well, we're working on a whole album together, really. But right now, we're filming a video for Loyalty and I give it another name. But yeah, what's
Shots Fired.
Shots Fired. Yeah. I love that song, man. It's cool. But yeah, in my head, I gave it a different name. We're working on the videos here for those two songs.
Well, you got 2 video shoots.
Yes. Well, and then the day after that, I'm doing a video with Spanky Loco.
Okay.
We did a jam for his last album. It's called Somos. And I'm supposed to be recording a video with him the day after we do ours.
Yeah,
So
see that poster right there? He gave that to me. Spanky, that's Spanky.
Spanky's buena gente, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I see him at the tattoo conventions.
Okay.
So that's how because like, I had heard of him before, and I knew who he was, but I never thought I'd run across him or nothing, and I didn't know he was a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
And me being a tattoo artist, I was at a tattoo convention in Houston, and then when I seen him, I was like, man, that's Spanky Loco, bro. And I found out, and I was like, he see me, and I was like, man, I had to shake his hand, bro.
Yeah, he's been here twice.
He's buena gente, bro.
Yeah, he
Good
is.
people, man.
Yeah.
You know?
So now, Danny, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Danny. Danny Garcia, Danny G. Cap Summit, official Cap Summit. Started a movement just with trying to just get vendors out. I seen the movement that was going on with the caps. It was real quick in Houston, man.
Uh-huh.
So it kind of grasped somebody. I put a little crew together, like, cause we're, you know, when you start getting into flipping a hat or whatever, resale or something that people are into and you get fans even from merch, caps, the designs, the shoes, you know, your outfit. You know? So
right.
it just took off, man. Everything's been pretty quick with Official Cap Summit.
Okay, and where can people find these things, these merch, or is there a certain website?
Well, our event is Official Cap Summit on Instagram.
Okay.
So that's the event we throw. We pretty much get with the community and shit. Y'all bring out y'all merch, you know, whatever y'all design off, you know, because, well, I think I always say that this kind of trend started with COVID.
Okay.
You know, COVID turned everybody into you know, hey, damn, I got to find a way to make money, hustle.
Either you were going to be a lazy ass and stay home or turn into an entrepreneur.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much. I mean, so I give COVID the credit of everybody just really kind of doing their own thing even more than what we used to do. What even artists, you know, doing their own thing. I just give COVID a big.
Okay.
What
we're gonna
We
do
give-
on the description says we didn't have your tag to
Yeah,
put you
yeah,
up there.
okay.
I'm gonna have my boy at the end of the show put your Instagram on the description, so that way, if people want to check out the merch, definitely just click on his Instagram and go from there. And on your bio, is your links there?
Yes, the bio is for the forums right now. We have it on forums, so the vendors can go on there and they can put their info on what they do or what they sell, what they vendor, you know?
Right.
So we're getting a show here in Cali, in Santa Ana at the Yoast. So shout out to them. They're the ones that really brought us down here.
Okay, and pretty much, like, let's just say I sell fucking, I don't know, yerba buena, fucking, I sell fucking,
drink,
or whatever, you know. I contact you and say, hey, I want a spot.
Yeah, you just go to the Instagram. The link's gonna be in the bio, so they just click on the link, and they'll send them, and they'll let them fill out their information so they can be a vendor for at Official Cap Summit, August 3rd.
That'll work. So make sure you guys hit them up. We're gonna go ahead and put that on the description, so you guys just click on that Instagram. Was there anything else, brother?
I'll be performing August 3rd in LA at that Cap Summit. Y'all be out
okay.
there, yeah.
Okay, August 3rd. So make sure you guys put that. Was there anything else you guys can shout it out?
Oh yeah. If you're in Houston or can catch me and have seen my artwork, I tattoo, not just rap. So if you want to catch my artwork, check out my Instagram and come get tatted up. Come get some ink, man. I'm down to tattoo all my people. That's it.
All good, man. All good. Is there anything else that you wanted to promote? Oh, give your Instagram once again. But once again, it'll be on the description. You guys can just click on it. But for those that want to hear it one more time, what's your Instagram again?
Instagram's Official Cap Summit.
Official Cap Summit. Okay. And you spell it correctly. You don't spell it all crazy, right? Okay. Okay.
And then, we got the performance by Juan, Gotti, and Carolyn. Y'all do your thing.
Okay.
So, just follow us. Give us a follow on Instagram, man. We're trying to come out here and show y'all culture love. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're just putting a different twist on it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to come out here and show Cali love. You know what I'm saying? What what y'all culture is about,
Yeah.
Low riders, Dayton's, Houston, we elbows,
Fine
so
women.
we want to, it's always been love. I like to show love, so I would love to bring even some of the guys that want to come down here and, change up their logos to a more of a LA feel, like a Dodger themed something, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I mean, I think it's a good thing.
All good,
Culture's
man.
growing.
Absolutely, man. Thank you definitely for coming out, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having us.
Yes. Now, let me ask you this. So August 3rd, you'll be performing, and Carolyn will be there as well?
Yes, sir.
You know what? Carolyn, do you mind sitting in here for like 5 minutes? Okay, we got Carolyn in the building. So once again, let's give her a round of applause as she's coming in, everybody. Carolyn, everybody knows exactly who you are. So tell us a little bit about this project and who's producing these 2 songs the videos you guys are shooting.
Oh yeah, Loyalty is a producer named Henrik Volta. He's actually a South African producer.
Okay.
He produced the Loyalty song, and then Wes OG, our boy Wes OG, been working with him for God, how many years? Like 12 years, at least 12 years. He did the Shots Fired beat. So shout out Wes OG, our boy.
Now, how long have you two been knowing each other?
Man, since
20 years.
Yeah, so I started work.
Over 20 years.
You were going to school for
accounting.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Yeah, and one day I was working on my album. She's
every
like,
day.
"Let me show you a demo of how of my voice." I was like, "Man, cool. I'll check you out." So she shows it to me, man. As soon as I heard it, I was like, "Damn. Yeah, I got to get her on the album, dog."
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm gonna put this song on the album." I was like, "It's an R&B song."
It's all good.
Okay,
Put that
now,
one on.
since you're an accountant, I want to see if you're good at math. How many songs have you guys done together?
Oh, man.
Give me a number.
We've had to have done 100 songs by now.
Man, it's just a lot.
Because we did a whole album together, and then I did features for him on pretty much all of his albums. He's done features for me on pretty much all my albums. We go on the road together, so he's the one who put me on the road. So we've probably done features together for
other people.
lots of people.
Yeah.
So like I said, we've definitely done 100 songs by now.
Okay, now, get ready because I'm going to ask you the same question. On your albums, which is your favorite Juan Gotti song that you did with him?
Oh man, on my album?
So on your albums, yes. Is there one that really stands out and you said, okay, that's my shit right there?
I don't know, because I would have to like revisit like our album that we did, the Dope La Familia album, because we have so many gems on there that I really haven't like been able to, that I haven't listened to lately.
Okay.
But, man, that's really hard to say.
Okay.
Super hard to say, but I really do love. I do love the. I love the one we did on your Walmart album, that "Smoke in the Wind," that cumbia remake that we did with Bash. That I really like that one.
You know which one my favorite is? If I had only Juan
Juan
Dream.
Dream.
Yeah, God, man, that's
Juan Dream.
Yeah, Juan Dream.
Okay.
Man,
so
that's
you
crazy.
said the song was called what again?
"Smoke in the Wind,"
No, but you said on his what album?
and it's Walmart album. He called it Walmart because we were in COVID. I got the tour bus and we were traveling and we were going to Walmarts and doing pop-ups.
Yeah.
And so he was like, "See, I'm gonna name my album Walmart
Walmart.
to reflect what we've been doing this past year, on the
Okay.
tour bus." And he was selling it at Walmart's.
You ever did a song
$50.
called Juan on Juan? Where you play basketball against yourself?
That would be such a bad song. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I quit laughing. Oh, man. I think
about
we
it.
have a new song.
Juan on Juan.
Hell yeah, and it's me talking to myself.
Yeah.
Dog, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Self-reflection
sir.
album there. Yes.
And right now, we're working on material. Don't be surprised if I throw you a shot on the next song.
Hey, I would love it. Okay.
And you got to come to Cap Summit, Tony.
Yeah, most definitely.
Definitely.
Yes,
Most
sir.
definitely. Okay, now let me ask you, probably have two more questions, but I'm going to ask you, Carolyn, the same thing. So if you can go back and speak to yourself as a teenager, what would you tell yourself?
Man, that's a hard one because, oh my goodness, I tell myself, man, but would I listen though? Because I know me, I'd be hard headed. So, be more patient, Juan, because I wanted everything right here, right now, like today, not tomorrow, and today isn't always your payday. God's payday ain't always on today. God's payday is when God gets ready to take care of you. And we're the here and now generation. That's the message I have for myself. Be patient, Juan, because God's going to provide no matter what. But sometimes we lose track of that
Yeah.
because we're in the here and now and nos estamos ahogando. And
Yeah.
we forget that we got somebody that could take all those problems out the way if you just give them to them,
Yeah. All good.
Yes, sir.
Carolyn?
Oh man, I don't know. I like been thinking about I don't know what I would tell myself. Probably like to believe in myself more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody asked me that question on one of my first podcasts.
Man, bro, what'd you say?
I teared up, bro. The thing was, it wasn't a visual, it was an audio, like I was sharing with you. And it just, you know what the first thing that came out of my mouth? And I almost want to tell her right now, listen to your mom. Oh. That's what I would have told myself. And that guy goes, really? And I was like, yeah. He goes, I thought you would have want to go buy some more records or something. No, So yeah, that was mine. So now,
Yeah, bro, you just hit it right now. Yeah.
so now these two songs, when can we expect them? Are these for your project, Carolyn? And when can people expect them to drop?
Within the next month.
Okay, both
Yeah.
of them at the same time, or?
No, we'll probably space them out a couple. I'll probably space them out a few weeks because I have I have a song that I want to drop in between that, a love song called "Ride or Die." So I dropped that in the middle.
Okay, and Juan, anything you're dropping on a solo?
Yeah, I'm working on a song with this cat called Mexican OT. I'm also looking to do something with Bash and MC Magic. Cause
All those guys were just together just a couple of days ago.
man, I did some shows with him a while back, man. But yeah, man, Magic's been cool for the longest, bro. And I've known Bash forever. Like, dog, he was like my roommate. Well, yeah, like when he first got here, man, Bash was there with us. Like these are my people, dog. Like it's crazy how God puts people in your life. But yeah, we'll say that for another.
Oh, okay, all good. I'll tell you what, when you get ready to drop an album or EP, whatever you want, come on back, bro.
Man, thank you.
Yeah,
brother.
come on back.
Thank
Well,
you,
I'll help
man.
you promote it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Carolyn, anything that I didn't ask you, or anything you want to share, anything you want to promote, or anybody you want to diss, it doesn't matter. Go ahead.
No, I'm just here to support my brother Juan Gotti. You know, I mean, we've been riding for a long time, and I'm glad you guys connected. You know
All
what I
good.
mean?
Juan, is there anything that I didn't ask you? Anything that you want to promote, or you want to say, or?
Yeah. Just once again, look for the upcoming album, the Juan Gacho's album. Also, shout out to all the people that are working with us at the moment. My homeboy Manic Beats, West OG, Low G, shout out. Rashid, shout out. Man, I love those people. Shout out to my perritos that are watching me at home, and not like my homeboys, my real perritos. I got 5 of them. I got a Yorkie named Kamikaze. Shout out my boy. I got 3 pit bulls, Comet, Casper, and Kona. And then I got a Shepsky, half shepherd, half husky, and I love my
So you were talking about real dogs, like
Yes,
dogs.
those are my perros.
You were saying perrito. I thought you were talking about the homies.
No.
Okay, all good though. Shout out to the dogs.
And shout out to Athena and Mexican Connected and
Yes,
Danny
yes.
here with us. You know,
Making it
y'all know
happen.
what it is.
Absolutely. Okay, Alex, before you give your shout outs, Alex, reading that poll, remember, was it about the girl getting the tattoo or some shit like that?
Oh, shoot. I forgot about that.
And I know we got a couple of super chats over there. Okay, go ahead. Do you have a mic or no?
Yeah. Okay. Right here it says 183 votes. The question is, would you get your girlfriend/boyfriend's name tatted on you? 27% said hell yeah, and 73% said hell no.
Okay,
Hopefully
so
they're listening.
all good. Okay, give me the super chats.
Okay. Jose Gaspar dropped $5. He said, "Oh shit, I don't know if that's Jasper or Gaspar."
Bro, just go.
All right.
Gasper.
I remember 2004 Fort Carson, Colorado, when I heard Michael watch Chop and Screw.
Okay, cool. Thank you for that, bro.
Okay, Michael Stumbling Bear dropped $10. They said, "Thanks for the tats, OG. Best in Screwstone Native Pride."
Thank you.
KTS dropped $5. They said, all you gonna see is the Mexican inside of me.
Yeah, bro.
All good.
I would like to take.
And that's it.
Okay. Juan, shout outs. Anybody you want to shout out?
Shout out my mom. Thank you for being there. Shout out to everybody in this room right now. Thank you. Thank you. You out there, thank you for supporting us, because without you guys, we wouldn't be nothing.
Absolutely.
So shout out to all y'all and all the people that I forgot to name, man, that make it happen for me. Shout out to my rock band, La Mala Vida. And the people, shout out Michael Cantu, Arnold Cantu, Soa, and Uriel, and my homeboy Hector Pora, and my wife.
All good. So next time you come, we're going to get deeper into that, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Just my shout outs to my team, Alex Cervantes Enterprise, even though he showed up late, he showed up buzzed. But we'll talk about that later. Let me give a shout out to the Hip Hop Jedi, Marvelous Inc., my co-host, my son B Scanless, and Magic Girl, our moderator, and DJ Dominator. I didn't forget about your ass. So
Can't forget about Dom.
can't forget about Dom. So other than that, Juan Gotti, thank you for giving me the honor and the pleasure to sit down across from you and talk to you. But this won't be the last, okay? Carolyn, thank you very much. And August 3rd, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
I'll be there.
Cap Summit, Santa
Okay.
Ana, Yost Theater. Be there.
Absolutely. Okay, everybody, we are out of here. And I want to thank everybody in the room because I'm about to give me a beer and a shot of tequila. So I want to. All right, everybody, we're good. Thank you. Good night. Juan Gotti.
Already.
Brother,